Stimulus checks won't be taxed, but unemployment benefits will be. The federal government has sent billions of dollars directly to Americans to help them cope with the economic fallout of the pandemic. But now that tax season is approaching, some people can find they owe more money.
Growing every day. Crisis itself is accelerating. 900,000 more Americans filed unemployment insurance, and this week alone, 30 million Americans don't have enough food to eat this week.
Remember, today at 7 o'clock, I'll be announcing the winner of the free $100 Amazon gift card. I've already announced several winners in the past week, so if you want to win this gift card, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, give this video a like, and leave me a comment down below telling me whether or not you support a third round of stimulus checks.
I'm here with Secretary Yellen and my economic team to discuss the economic consequences of Congress failing to pass our American Rescue Plan. There is an overwhelming consensus among economists, left, right, and center, that this is a unique moment in this crisis. And the cost of inaction is high, the cost of inaction is high, and it's growing every day. Crisis itself is accelerating. 900,000 more Americans filed unemployment insurance.
There's much news to cover in this video. I'm going to be going over the latest stimulus check information that you just have to know. For instance, some representatives are pushing for the approval of a $2,000 monthly recurring stimulus check. Now, if you want to know if this bill is approved, then all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Now, let's get into this stimulus check information.
Four of them amputees are people who, in fact, are retired, but they're real heroes. And then we're going to go see the vaccination distribution. So, I spent a lot of time at Walter Reed. They're great Americans. They're great people. Nice to see you all.
Any progress on your COVID bill?
I'm sorry?
You support passing COVID relief through budget reconciliation.
I support passing COVID relief with support from Republicans if we can get it.
Representative Omar wrote on Twitter, "For months we have been beating the drum. Let's continue to push and make this a reality. Monthly recurring checks are a must." Now, Speaker Pelosi also said that guaranteed income during the crisis is worthy of attention. Pelosi's comments come as Congress is considering what to include in the next stimulus bill. Former presidential candidate Andrew Yang has pitched the idea of giving $2,000 per month to every American for the duration of the crisis, calling it a necessity to ensure that citizens know that they can feed their families. And Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma told Axios News that the next stimulus relief package needs to be as narrowly focused on specific issues as possible in order to resolve the differences between Republicans and Democrats. If you guys didn't know, the Democrats want to approve a stimulus bill without the help of the Republicans, but some lawmakers in Congress are warning that needs to be avoided.
The notion here is we have to act now. There's no time for any delay. And so we could end up with 4 million fewer jobs this year, according to Moody's, a Wall Street firm, and it could take a year longer to return to full employment if we don't act now. We could see an entire cohort of kids with a lower lifetime earnings because they're deprived of another semester of school. Millions of parents, and maybe some of you, millions of parents particularly moms, are forced to stay home.
Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma, for instance, Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma called the $3 trillion bill passed by House Democrats in March a liberal wish list, arguing that the package should be targeted at vaccines, treatments, schools, small businesses, and providing liability protections to universities and businesses. He added that there shouldn't be a focus on giving everyone 100%. We can't do that, Lankford said. Whatever package we put out next, we should treat it like we treated the pandemic. Remember, this is other people's money we're dealing with. This is not just invented money. It's borrowed money from the future, or it's taken from your next door neighbor in tax dollars. So let's target it to what we need, in the areas that need it, and not just do a blanket amount to everybody. Everybody, tell me in the comments down below. Do you agree with Senator Lankford? And do you think that a third stimulus check of $2,000 is necessary? Leave your comments down below. In addition, stimulus checks will not be taxed, but unemployment benefits. In addition, stimulus checks will not be taxed, but unemployment benefits will be. That's at least according to CNN. And it all depends on the type of benefit. The 2 rounds of direct stimulus payments that were sent out to millions of Americans are in fact tax-free. But the special pandemic unemployment benefits are treated like income and can increase your 2020 tax bill if money has not already been withheld from taxes. And some people might actually receive more money through stimulus when they file the 2020 tax returns. That's because stimulus checks were calculated using 2018 or 2019 income, and those who lost their job in 2020 or otherwise saw their income fall from the year before. And that could be due to extra cash which they can claim on their return. And for the FPUC news, several states have already started paying out this benefit, and the amount of weekly boost to be added to the benefit will be the same for most states. That's unless a state decided to add additional funds of its own. For instance, according to this chart, states like Arizona, Alabama, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, and Indiana, just to name a few, have already started paying out FPUC benefits. Meanwhile, states like Minnesota, Mississippi, Nevada, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania are continuing to process payments. And for states highlighted with pre-implementation, that means the state is getting ready to work on the implementation, and states might be still waiting guidance from DOL before it can move forward. Those states include Iowa, Arkansas, Alaska, and South Dakota. And for the EIDL loan information, with EIDL businesses, you can borrow up to $200,000. First-year tax returns are not required, and approval can be based on credit score. Loans of $25,000 or less require no collateral, and for loans above $25,000, you can use general security interest in business assets.
Advisors to former President Trump and George W. Bush. And so I've been meeting all morning with other folks as well. The notion here is we have to act now. There's no time for any delay. And so we could end up with 4 million fewer jobs this year, according to Moody's, a Wall Street firm, and it could take a year longer to return to full employment if we don't act now. We could see an entire cohort of kids with a lower lifetime earnings because they're deprived of another semester.
Vaccine rollout, and employers hoped for additional financial support from Congress. And the latest claims report showed that the total amount of Americans receiving unemployment benefits actually rose, jumping to 18.28 million, an increase of 2.29 million from the prior week. And for FPUC, well, according to unemploymentpoa.com, the PUA extension is set through March 14th, as well as the PUC extension through March 14th. That is all the news in today's video, everybody. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. I appreciate everyone's amazing support. You guys are awesome. Until next time, have a great day and stay safe.